A logo and everything.
Rebuild your life in Iceland.
We don't have financials, but we do have a logo. So our business is, where's Christina? Oh, she's recording. Okay. So our business is back to basics breaks, and we're going to offer people the chance to rebuild their lives in Iceland. So it's a break away from all the stresses of modern life and the opportunity to relax and rejuvenate in this beautiful country. And this is where we're going to be located, about here. And we just have to find out where that is. So this is our team. I'm going to start, and I'm going to hand you over to my colleagues, Eva and Keisha, and Christina will hopefully have a little bit to say as well. So we come from, I suppose, a very different background. I have a background in marketing, and the ladies have different things to bring to the table, such as accounting and financials, and Eva will take you through those as we go forward. So looking at, I suppose, where we're coming from, and this is our question, is this you? And I think we can all relate to that. You know, if you're working as a professional in today's modern society, you're being pulled to and fro between kind of personal, professional commitments. No sleep is something a few of us nearly witnessed, you know, in the last few days. And there's work, there's stress, there's bills, and there's a lot of anxiety. So this country, I suppose, is marketed as being, you know, and when you arrive here, it's the peace, it's the tranquility, it's the fresh air, it's the clean water, you know, and that's kind of, you know, what we're trying to tap into with our business. And that's what we're going to build on with this business. So I suppose our solution to those modern day stresses is offering people a place where they can come and stay. We're going to have a beautiful accommodation that's going to be built. The municipality.
We actually are going to use the factories and deserted houses that are going to be given to us by the municipality of in the middle of nowhere. But August is going to fix it.
Are you on the shuttle something?
So once we get our free building, we are going to offer people, as we said, an accommodation facility where they can come. So they'll be literally, you know, purchasing a package from us. They'll come and they'll stay with us, and we're going to offer them a very natural and simple experience while they're here.
So for example, they could be fishing and then preparing the dinner for themselves in the evening. Or they can go for a trip to the goat cheese producers and, let's say, milk the goats and learn how to do the cheese. Or apart from that, we will organize some workshops or some coaching sessions that would help them understand their inner resources, their talents or skills. So that
some
they
kind
can,
of art therapy,
or an art therapy, so that they can somehow listen to themselves and maybe change their lives, because they were too stressed, they were burned out. So in this way, maybe they can change their lives and understand what they really want to do in their lives. Okay, go on.
So these are an example of some of the workshops that we will be running. So just a little bit, I suppose, to reinforce that. So we're talking about an accommodation and activity package in an idyllic setting. We're going to cater for groups and individuals of up to 25 people at the time. So we don't want it to be too large that, you know we're offering them this chance to relax and rejuvenate. So we want to keep it kind of quite small and quaint, and that it'll be a place where people can relax and not too much hustle and bustle. So as Eva mentioned, you know, lots of activities, creative workshops, food, writing, handcrafts, and we'll be plugging into businesses in the area. In that we'll be, you know, hopefully working with the cheese makers, and, you know, maybe getting them to come and do a cheese course with us. Also crafts people in the area, so we'll be cooperating a lot with the other kind of tourism providers in the area. So our goals then, we plan to have our camp open next year. We have a very busy year planned, so we want to have be open at this time next year. Our aim is to have 25 people booked into our camp in the first week. So our activities, I suppose, to make that happen, then we need to source our location. Thankfully, August is going to, come on board and organise that for us. We need to access funding, and then we have to kind of, further develop the idea of business planning and marketing planning. So our second goal then is to achieve full capacity during the peak tourism seasons next year and then from year on. So we'll be looking at, measuring our visitor numbers in the summer for June, July and August, and then in winter, November, December, January and February. So the activities then that are going to, I suppose, plug into that will be an extensive marketing campaign. We're going to target specific countries and then look at our target markets, which will be kind of business people and professionals. And we'll have a specific campaign for the summer and for the winter. So our market analysis, well, the world's our oyster, really. I mean, there's professionals and business people all over the world that are burnt out, so we just need to find them and convince them to come to stay with us. So that's our market analysis. I suppose, drilling down a little bit further, the age, gender, location. So we're speaking about people between the ages of 25 and 50, and people who are living in large cities that are overworked, burnt out and stressed. And then focusing mostly to start on the USA, the UK and Asia as being the main areas. Should you go into? No. Go on. So the target market then, just I suppose a few little points here that we noted. We're looking for people that have a very hectic lifestyle. They're located, as we said, in big cities. They might be gadget or technology addicts, and it's to kind of even target in those, that they do need a break and they need to get away from it, and they need to, kind of tune into their own selves, their own minds and their own bodies. Income then, because Iceland is an expensive country to come to visit and to stay, and because we'll be offering a kind of a middle to high end service, we will be looking for people that have a middle to high income and in a professional kind of a field. So our typical customer, it's not a man or a woman, it's, as we said, anyone that's involved in business and is in that kind of a stressed out mode. So in terms of competition, we don't think that there's any direct competition for this in Iceland. We'll kind of put that question to our Icelandic people, but possible competition from other local businesses and those that are offer package tourism and hotels. Where we might meet competition is on the kind of international sphere, and that something like this could be offered in Indonesia, but we're going to look into that further in our market research. So our competitive advantage is our location, where we're located here in Iceland, and that we're going to build on the strength of the national tourism. Our team is very highly skilled, might I add. So that's basically it. Our marketing plan, we're going to look at both online and offline marketing, websites, social media, targeting business professionals on LinkedIn through advertising, and we're going to have our own company presence there. We're going to look at Google AdWords, social media advertising, and then offline advertising in the likes of business publications and newspapers to really get at our target market. Our prices are available on request.
But actually you're going to give an individual price for people, because the offer will be tailored to their needs. So for example, somebody might want to come only for a week and just stay and go fishing or something like this. Somebody else might want to stay for a month and undergo some serious coaching sessions and learn how to produce the cheese and paint or whatever. So the price would be, of course, different. And some people would like also meals. So it depends, really depends. So it's on request.
Again,
placement, as we said, in a place that August recommended.
And the promotion goes back to our